The zoo was buzzing with excitement as Lana, the giant panda, was about to give birth for the first time. Everyone expected a normal, healthy delivery, and many eager eyes watched the live feed. But as the cubs were born, the joy quickly turned to disbelief. The vet, looking closely at the tiny creatures, suddenly frowned. "This is wrong," he murmured, puzzled by what he saw, hinting at a mystery no one was prepared for. Veterinarian Theo rushed inside the panda's enclosure, knowing time was limited. He put on a pair of gloves that had been lying close to the mother inside the panda's enclosure to get their scent on them, and swiftly took one of the babies from his mother. "Prep the sterile room for me," Theo yelled as he speed walked out of the enclosure. No one knew what was going on, not even the zoo workers. That was when the manager tried to enter the sterile room, but Theo had locked it from the inside. "What is going on in there?" the manager yelled. His voice was filled with worry, but not only for the cubs' well-being. A little while later, Theo's assistant emerged from the room with a serious face. Her hands were covered in something no one recognized, and the tension was palpable. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. The days before giant Panda Lana's due date were filled with preparation and excitement. A cozy birthing nest was built in her enclosure, equipped with cameras to monitor the event. Only the cameras would witness the birth, replicating a natural setting. Veterinarian Theo was on standby, prepared for any complications but hoping his intervention wouldn't be needed. Finally, Theo received the call. The moment had arrived. Driving quickly to the zoo, he monitored Lana's labor via a live stream, an initiative by the zoo manager to allow public access for $5. While Theo found the idea opportunistic, it proved useful, letting him observe that Lana's labor had just started. When Theo arrived, the manager insisted he address the online audience, which Theo reluctantly did. He then joined his assistant, Penny, in the monitoring room beside Lana's enclosure. Penny immediately informed him that something seemed off. Lana was restless, and her contractions had already started. The team expected the labor to progress quickly, but Lana seemed distressed and in pain. As a first-time mother, this wasn't entirely unusual, yet her behavior raised concerns. Meanwhile, viewers online were glued to the live feed, their reactions a mix of encouragement and criticism for broadcasting such an intimate moment. The pressure escalated when the zoo manager, nervous about public perception, suggested an emergency C-section to protect both Lana and the zoo's reputation. Theo hesitated, knowing the risks of such a procedure. Penny advocated patience, emphasizing the importance of trusting nature. Her calm logic helped ease the manager's panic, allowing them to proceed without immediate intervention. Balancing Lana's health with the zoo's public image became a delicate task. Under the scrutiny of thousands of online viewers, Theo and Penny focused on providing the best care. To quell public anxiety, Theo addressed the audience, explaining the natural challenges of panda births and the patience required. Amidst rising tension, Penny rushed in with news. Lana had begun to push. This critical milestone shifted the mood to cautious optimism, renewing hope for a successful delivery. Excitement spread among the staff and online viewers as they awaited the culmination of hours of labor. As the final moments approached, every movement Lana made was watched with rapt attention. The labor room and online chat buzzed with collective anticipation. Then, in a moment of sheer joy, Lana successfully delivered her first cub. Relief and elation swept through the zoo team and the global audience. The tiny cub, a symbol of resilience and hope, brought an emotional climax to a tense and extraordinary day. This shared triumph united everyone who had followed the journey, celebrating life's enduring strength. The birth of Lana's first cub was a moment of pure joy and accomplishment for all involved. As Lana gently nuzzled her newborn, the zoo staff and viewers alike marveled at the miracle of new life, united in admiration for nature's resilience. With pride and relief, Theo shared the news of the successful delivery, accompanied by images of the healthy cub. It was a celebration of life, dedication, and the collective efforts of the zoo team. As the team and audience basked in the joy, subtle signs suggested the presence of a second cub. The monitoring room buzzed with anticipation. Time seemed to stretch endlessly as Lana's behavior hinted at renewed labor. Theo and Penny stood ready, the atmosphere thick with tension. After a prolonged wait, the second cub arrived, relief mixed with cautious optimism as the team watched Lana tend to her newest cub. But Theo noticed something concerning about the newborn, prompting immediate action. Theo carefully transported the fragile cub to the sterile room, moving swiftly to ensure its survival. Inside, he and Penny worked with focused determination, tending to the cub with precision and care. Outside the room, the zoo manager grew impatient, concerned about the public image and demanding transparency. Penny, however, barred the door, prioritizing the cub's welfare over external pressures. Her defiant stand underscored the zoo's commitment to its animals above all else. As the second cub stabilized, Theo and Penny reflected on the resilience of nature and the importance of their work. The two cubs symbolized triumph over uncertainty, a testament to the strength of life and the dedication of those who protect it. The intense exchange with Penny gave the manager a moment of clarity. Realizing the importance of the cub's welfare over public image, he softened his stance. In a bold move, the live feed was cut, prioritizing the cub's needs over viewer scrutiny. This decision, though controversial, emphasized the zoo's commitment to its animals. The online audience, left in suspense, expressed growing concern and respect for the zoo staff's dedication. The abrupt halt in information heightened the emotional stakes, uniting viewers in a collective hope for the cub's survival. Inside the zoo, the manager's frustration reached a boiling point, clashing with Penny's unwavering resolve to protect the cub. Her authority and calm defiance underscored the team's commitment to animal welfare over external pressures. In the sterile room, Theo and Penny focused entirely on the cub's care. The absence of public visibility strengthened their resolve, demonstrating professionalism under immense pressure. Their efforts showcased the critical balance between immediate medical intervention and the broader responsibilities of wildlife conservation. The standoff with the manager became a defining moment, affirming the team's values. Their dedication to the cub's health, even under managerial pressure, highlighted their deep commitment to ethical animal care. As the wait stretched on, the shared concern for the cub bridged the gap between the zoo staff and the global audience. This quiet vigil underscored the emotional investment of everyone following the cub's journey. Behind closed doors, Theo and Penny worked tirelessly, their decisions and actions reflecting the unseen challenges of wildlife care. Their meticulous efforts illuminated the immense responsibility of nurturing life in its most vulnerable state, revealing the depth of their dedication. Outside the focused bubble of the sterile room, the manager grappled with his own pressures. The external demand for updates and transparency weighed heavily against the immediate priority of the cub's survival. This dilemma highlighted the complex interplay between public relations and the intrinsic values of animal care, putting the manager in a position where he had to navigate the expectations of a global audience and the ethical considerations of conservation. Amid the tension and urgency, the zoo staff's dedication to preserving life shone brightly. Their efforts to save the cub were a profound testament to their deep commitment to animal care and welfare. This unwavering dedication, evident in their focused actions and hopeful perseverance, illustrated the essence of their roles as protectors and caretakers of the natural world. The situation revealed a delicate balance between the public's right to know and the necessity for privacy in critical care scenarios. This tension became a focal point as the team navigated the complexities of performing their duties away from the prying eyes of the world. The need for a secluded space to provide effective care clashed with the demand for transparency, underscoring the challenges of managing public interest and animal welfare. As Theo and Penny neared the completion of their urgent tasks, the atmosphere was charged with a cautious optimism. With each passing moment, they edged closer to a hopeful resolution, balancing their professional judgment and emotional investment in the cub's health. This pivotal stage in their efforts was a blend of hope and apprehension as the potential for a positive outcome grew increasingly within reach. Penny stepped out into the light, her expression a complex tapestry of solemnity tinged with hope. She cleared her throat, preparing to bridge the anxious silence that had enveloped the online community. With all eyes upon her, she began to speak, her voice steady yet carrying the weight of the moment. The anticipation was palpable as the world waited to hear the fate of the second cub. Penny highlighted the pivotal role Theo played, his quick thinking and expert care pivotal in turning the tide. It was a narrow escape, she admitted, allowing a small smile to break through the tension. The skill and dedication of the zoo's veterinary team had been crucial, a testament to their commitment and the depth of their expertise in the face of adversity. With the room hanging on her every word, Penny delivered the news everyone had hoped for. The cub is doing well, showing signs of strength and vitality. The wave of relief that swept through the crowd was mirrored by thousands of viewers online, their collective anxiety dissolving into joy. The successful outcome was a moment of profound happiness, a shared victory for all who had been captivated by the Panda family's story. The final act of this emotional saga unfolded as Theo gently returned the cub to Lana's attentive care. This reunion was more than just a physical return. It symbolized the triumph of life and the resilience inherent in nature. As the good news spread, the atmosphere transformed from one of tension to jubilation. The zoo staff, alongside the global online community, burst into celebration, lauding Theo for his exceptional skill and quick action. This collective moment of joy transcended the confines of the zoo, uniting people from all corners of the world in a shared expression of relief and admiration for the dedication that had saved the day. The remarkable journey of Lana and her cubs, coupled with the steadfast commitment of the zoo staff, underscored a powerful lesson in resilience. It was a testament to the enduring spirit of the animal kingdom, as well as the humans dedicated to its preservation. This episode not only highlighted the challenges of wildlife care, but also showcased the triumphs that can be achieved through persistence, expertise, and compassion. The sight of Lana, now calm and content with her cubs by her side, offered a heartwarming conclusion to an intense saga. This serene family portrait symbolized the return of hope and the assurance of continuity for their species. It was a poignant reminder of the stakes involved in conservation efforts and the profound impact of successful animal care, resonating as a beacon of hope for the future. In the aftermath of the crisis, the zoo staff took a moment to reflect on the ordeal. They considered the hurdles they had overcome and the lesson